Hello everyone, my name is Sonali Chopra. Welcome back to another episode of Around the World. At the global level, all countries are engaged in the race to emerge as superpowers, trying to outpace each other. However, there are no permanent paradigms in politics, which makes it difficult to predict the direction of global politics. As the global environment changes, the meaning of development has evolved, with influence shifting from diplomatic strategies to the dominance of the economic sector. Instead of focusing on the positions of developed and developing countries, relationships are now viewed from an economic perspective. This is why sometimes partnerships are seen between countries that were once considered enemies, while distances emerge between countries that were once friends. A similar scenario has been observed recently at the international level. There has been an ongoing discussion for a long time about Elon Musk coming to India, but it was later revealed that due to very heavy Tesla obligations, he had cancelled his trip to India. However, by the end of 2024, he mentioned his plans to come to India. In the meantime, the owner of Tesla reached China, which is said to be America's opponent. In such a situation, it is natural to raise the question that why did Elon Musk reach China after refusing India? Also, why is China increasing its closeness with the industrialist of its rival country? In today's episode, we will find answers to these questions. So let's start the discussion. There are no political boundaries for any industry, and in other words, moving forward by crossing the boundaries is considered the expansion of the industry, which proves beneficial for all involved parties. This is why in the current times, commercial relations are prioritized over political relations. Recently, American industrialist Elon Musk postponed his visit to India and suddenly visited China. Meanwhile, Tesla CEO Elon Musk met with Chinese Premier Li Qiang, talking about promoting his latest electric vehicles at the Beijing Motor Show to be held from 25th April to 5th May. Elon Musk wants to enable FSD, that is full self-driving, in China and wants to transfer the data collected in the country abroad to train his algorithms so that the algorithms can be ready with training. On the other hand, China, taking advantage of the opportunity, mentioned its relations with the United States and stated that they will work with each other's cooperation, highlighting Tesla's operations in the country as a successful example of collaboration. Meanwhile, China claimed that it will remain committed to its promises and will continue to work hard to expand its market reach and strengthen service guarantees. It is worth noting here that currently full self-driving mode is operational in the United States but could not be introduced in China. While the tensions between the United States and China are no secret, they are still converging on economic fronts for various reasons. China is Tesla's second largest market. It is worth noting here that the electric car maker is struggling with sluggish sales due to tough competition from Chinese brands. Tesla saw an 8.5% decrease in vehicle deliveries in the first quarter of the year, leading to a 40% drop in its stock price since July 2023. According to the data released by the company, Tesla recorded a profit of $1.1 billion in the first quarter of 2024, which was less than last year's profit of $2.51 billion. Chinese auto giant BYD dethroned Tesla as the world's largest electric vehicle maker in the last 3 months of 2023. Given the current situation, it wouldn't be wrong to say that both sides are currently engaged in mutual assistance to pursue their interest. Meanwhile, looking at the Chinese perspective in this incident, it appears that China's trade relations at the global level are full of ups and downs. In fact, in the past few days, there was tension in the trade relations between Russia and China. It is worth mentioning that after the Russia-Ukraine war, many Western countries had imposed sanctions on Russia, after which Russia and China came closer at the strategic level as well as at the economic level, and there was an increase in trade between the two countries. However, according to the recent report, China's exports to Russia have decreased by approximately 16% in March 2024 as compared to March 2023. Additionally, direct deliveries of Chinese electrical machinery, equipment and parts has decreased by 15%. Apart from this, Russia's coal exports to China decreased by 21%. It is worth noting that difficulties between China and Russia began after December 2023, and it is during this time that America adopted a tough stance towards China, imposing several sanctions on it. The impact of these sanctions was clearly visible on the relations between China and Russia. According to experts in international affairs, China, which is advancing with an expansionist policy, is currently looking out for its interest vis-a-vis America. By moving closer to America, China is trying to strengthen its position against rivals like India and Russia. In such a situation, it will be interesting to see in the coming times what will be the turn in the relations between America and China. Now it is the turn of Sunday's special episode of this program, in which we will talk about other important international news. Iran has announced sanctions on several US officials and British entities for supporting Israel in the war against Hamas. The sanctioned American military officials include high-ranking officers such as General Brian P. Fenton, commander of US Special Operations Command, and Vice Admiral Brad Cooper, former commander of the US Navy's Fifth Fleet. Along with this, British officials and institutions include Secretary of State for Defence Grant Shapps, commander of the British Army Strategic Command. Sanctions have also been imposed on James Hockin Hall and the UK Royal Navy in the Red Sea. South Korea may soon enter the AUKUS partnership. South Korea's Defense Minister Shin Won-sik has stated that South Korea is considering advanced military technology sharing through the so-called AUKUS partnership with the United States, the United Kingdom and Australia. It is worth noting that AUKUS is the short form of Australia, the UK and the US. Through AUKUS Pillar 2, many countries can engage in cooperation on a wide range of security technologies, including artificial intelligence, electronic warfare, and hypersonic systems. Amidst the dispute in the South China Sea, China tested its aircraft carrier Fujian. It is considered to be China's most advanced domestic warship. It is noteworthy that since its launch in 2022, Fujian has completed its sea trials, outfitting work, and equipment alignment. According to reports, Fujian is the first domestically developed and built aircraft carrier with a fully integrated electromagnetic aircraft launch system similar to the USS Gerald R. Ford of the United States. Fujian's full displacement exceeds 80,000 tons, which is about 20,000 tons more than the other two aircraft carriers. So viewers, we stop our today's discussion here and note today's question. The increasing closeness between China and America is not a good sign for India and Western countries. Comment. For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.